Hello YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to make a Fallout 4 video on my Taffington Boathouse Settlement. Um, so I've done something a little bit different, tried new things out. Whenever I build new settlements, I like to try different builds, and so I've done settlements multiple times, different characters, things like that. So I like to sometimes I like the build so much I'll just keep it similar, but you never can actually build the same settlement twice exactly, like for like. So it's going to change up a little bit, right? So anyway, so we basically at Taffington, which is just let me show you on the map here quick, just kind of over here. You got your Covenant just across the road, or across the water or lake, whatever, and then we got sort of, I think most people should know where it is, but anyway, so here it is. As you can see from a distance, it's got a house that's really broken down. The roof is hard to fix, things like that. So you can't really fix that even with mods, I believe. So I generally build on top, and I actually like the way this one turned out a little bit better than the last one I built. Previous to that, I used a lot of concrete walls, and I try not to do that anymore. I also don't use mods at all. This is completely unmodded. All the stuff you see here is just part of the DLC. I do have all the DLC, so if you do see things here, you might not have the right DLC. By all means, comment in the section if you see something and you don't know what it is or what DLC it is, and I'll try and go find it for you, right? So I'll show you a daytime view just to kind of give you the picture of the environment and the settlement, and then I'll show you a nighttime view because it looks pretty cool at nighttime as well. So just kind of the entrance here. Got some of the turrets there. These kind of neon signs just to welcome to the settlement, which is kind of cool. And then just kind of in front of us is the main house. As you can see, I've used metal beams as support, just to keep it a little realistic in terms of everything that all the platforms that I have generally have some sort of beams and support. You'll see the deck I built across the water. Even though you can't see the beams too much, I'll show you what it looks like underwater. But I've put beams underneath just to again keep it as realistic. Right, so kind of just at the entrance here, we got the main sort of garage door, sort of a guard tower here, radio tower, nothing too fancy. Normally I would build crop pads somewhere. In this case I've just kind of chosen to use areas that I can really build in, and I like to keep trees, as many trees. You'll notice I took down very few trees and kind of built around them. That's what I normally like to do. But then I just used areas around these trees area just to put crops in. If you will. We'll come back to the main house in a second there. I'll just start at the top here. This area I built up just because it's higher than the rest of the settlement here. And there's a lot of space here, so if you wanted to use it for other stuff, I just built sort of 3 sort of little rooms here for settlers. Cute little glass houses. Area for the Brahmin. These sort of grass straw things are from the Nuka World DLC, which kind of it's kind of cool. Even these little barrels come from the Gulf Bridge piece of that. Kind of cool. And again, another little house here. Little desk, computer, bed. Just kind of just a big enough. It's kind of just one sort of 1 square foot, but one sort of glass or one wall square, and that's just enough. Even if you built it out of solid walls, it's just big enough for one little bed unit, which is kind of. then there's a little deck area. I'll come back to it in a sec. I'll show you just I built a sort of a. This Taffington is one of the few areas you can actually. There's quite a bit of water here, so what I try to do, and well, I might as well show you while I'm down here, is build a little pool area, which I thought was kind of cool. So I originally covered up, but I thought I always wanted to build a pool, and I never, without mods, you can't really do that very well. But this one actually turned out well. You can actually sink a concrete. One of those concrete blocks, which it's all tricky to get it positioned right because you keep floating back and forth because of the current. But yeah, I kind of built a little pool area where you can kind of come down here and swim, which is kind of cool. Kind of just put benches around it. You'll see from the top it looks pretty nice. The storefront, some chairs, and another access point to get onto the deck. But yeah.
If you need fixing up, let's get a look at it.
New Coca-Cola area, yeah, where people consider it a bar. And you'll notice all my NPCs are dressed in suits or dresses. Just kind of gives them that colorful versus the regular dreary clothes. You can just get either buy them or you can actually get the loom machine. I think it's a machine you can build. You can make brand new dresses and suits and a few kind of other stuff, which is kind of cool. So again, I got three kind of access points. I got access points in the house to get to the top, but also I like using the scaffolding, and of course I used beams again just to keep it realistic. All the stuff has beams on it. Just kind of supports. And it actually looks from a distance. It actually looks pretty nice. If you look at the whole beam and stuff, gives it more character, I think, using beams and stuff. So again, this is just a deck area. I got sort of wooden deck on the outside that allows you to attach poles to it. You can't really attach poles to the glass deck, and I'll show you that in a sec. I have some water purifiers in the water here. Yeah, let me show you all the beams underneath. As you can see, the entire deck has got beams fitted out to it. Purifiers. And then this is that block. And again, you can put this block in the water. I don't think you could actually put objects completely submerged, but you can actually do that. So it does have a lot of opportunity. If I did this again, I might create a better sort of pool area. Maybe sort of more out of concrete walls and stuff, which you could probably attach to the blocks below, something like that. So I only thought about that afterwards, but well, there you go. Okay, so let's head back up and I'll show you the main house. Some ramps in the front there. You place on top. Okay, so there's the main house. I've got some high turret towers. I've got some traffic lights on them, which actually show up at night time. They're pretty nice, actually, especially for like a tower that's kind of a security piece of detail. I'll show you what that looks like at night. It looks kind of cool, actually. Actually, the first time I'm actually using those. House here. The living area, the cooking station I left where it was. Just added some chairs and stuff. I think I removed some stuff from the kitchen, but sort of nuclear machine, ice machine, decorations on the wall, things like that. Stuff. Okay, so heading upstairs. This is pretty much the only place you can build stairs up into if you want to actually go into the ceiling. This is kind of area. It's a little tricky to get it up there, but we can get it up there. Or you can just build from the outside and just cover the top here. But yeah, we just have some beds in here. Have the original desk in here. Little lounge sitting area on the side. Okay, if we head up here. So again, it's up to you how you want to do this. I normally, if you looked at my last video, I actually had a very cozy area that I built here with a kind of a few bedrooms and kind of little area, each corner was kind of like, but I decided just to kind of keep it, the beds in the middle here, there's a few beds in the middle, and then I kept kind of an open plan sort of area, sitting area around the sides. And I kind of built from the top down, so what I ended up doing is once I got to this level, I built, not this stair because it's changed, but I built a way to get to the roof until I got high enough to start placing um, sort of a wooden piece. I think what I did is I used kind of just the regular stairs with the piece that juts out, and then I put a board, and then I just kind of built on top of that. I kind of went out. I couldn't actually put anything on top of the roof, although I remember doing that last time. And then I just built a lay on top, and then when I was done with that, I just built down, and I kept on building down until I built the side. Which is really a sitting area on the side there. And then we have a guard watchtower at the top here that I kind of
about that farm run by ghouls? Isn't that something?
Then heading up. Table, dining room table. Fireplaces sitting on sort of metal floors, yes. Again. And then I have access points to each floor from the scaffolding. So if you look here, you can access each floor, including the top floor, right from the scaffolding. Way down and go sleep. Okay, hopefully we will get some better weather in a sec. This guy. So as I was mentioning, each floor has an access point from the scaffolding plus an access point from inside the house. If we go up, I'll show you the stairs at the top here. I have the stairs here. Completely enclosed with a glass roof, like a double glass roof. I've got that fancy one on top, but then I also have a flat one. If you get radiation, close that. As I mentioned, we've got some security towers with some turrets at the top, one in each corner. Bar sitting area over here. Some tables. If you place these little workbenches, or rather sort of cafeteria tables near the bar, you'll notice they will actually eat off plates and put various things on the table, which is kind of cool. I only noticed that when I accidentally actually placed one near the bar.
That place is nothing but trouble.
I just love playing those slot machines. And then kind of a little kitchen sort of area in the corner. And if you look from the top here, it's kind of a cool view. You're kind of looking down on the bottom deck, you can kind of see that pool area. You can even see the water and the waves underneath, or the water right underneath. So last time I'd actually built it up to kind of the second floor, and I had a big deck, and I had some vendors and stuff with but
Can't remember the last time I had
the lower settlement.
Hope you ain't one of them synths here to spy on me.
So if you look at the towers at the top, you can actually see them lighting up pretty nicely. It's kind of sort of light effects against the tower. Kind of gives that security feel. Okay, so just starting at the entrance here, you got kind of that welcome sign, which kind of stands out nicely at night. So definitely that kind of square look around the house kind of gives almost like an impressive mansion type feel to it. Door houses. This guy lights up. Okay, then last but not least, I will show you the boathouse here. I just normally turn this into kind of like a little bathroom area. But there's so many things. If it didn't have these beams in here, you could change this, make a nice little... So it's kind of a bath and basin. And then I put these, I guess, warehouse barn walls, which fit actually perfectly. You can actually get sort of either one large wall or 6 kind of half wall, and they actually just they just snap in quite nicely. There's just broken windows behind that kind of. sort of those ugly windows that if you don't put those there, but otherwise they just kind of snap in, and I guess it's kind of like a barn or warehouse build that it snaps in. So there you go. Thank you for watching. Feel free to use any ideas as your own, or comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think of the settlement. If you've got any questions or want to know anything, just let me know, and I'll try to get to you. So again, please comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate any subscribers.